Good afternoon, everybody. Got an exciting update coming at you. We're going to get started here in about 30 seconds or so. I'm excited. Smash the like if you're excited. Price of XRP and XLM started to pump after this news as well, but we've got some breaking news. BlackRock reportedly looking to convert Ishares ETF for the Trust XRP into a Spot XRP ETF. This comes also after the fact that they were talking about applying for a Ethereum ETF as well, which we know they've already been working on a Bitcoin ETF. But XRP, the best digital currency out there, the only one with legal clarity in the US. Oh man, things are starting to heat up in a big way, but just sit tight. We'll get started here in about a minute or so. All right, I see we have quite a few people joining us. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get started with this exciting breaking news. Just sit tight for another 30 seconds or so. I'm just finishing. This all came at me pretty unexpectedly, but price was pumping on XRP, which is great to see. XLM, little brother following as well. So just sit tight. We'll get started here in a couple seconds. All right, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you had a great weekend. We're seeing some price action to the upside here on XRP and on little brother XLM. And I've been saying really for the last couple of months and specifically over the last couple of weeks now that a breakout is imminent. It's literally, we're talking weeks away. And today was a little bit of a precursor to what we can potentially expect over the next couple of weeks and months into the end of the year here. But I think Ripple IPO coming at some point in 2024. And then probably going live in 2025. There's so many catalysts on the horizon. I'm still expecting a settlement with the SEC and probably a very small fine that they'll have to pay. And also just did a video on XRP scams going around. I did this video yesterday, and then pretty much every single media outlet started reporting on it. So it's kind of funny. I reported on it, and then all of the other influencers started reporting about it, and then investing. I saw an article from investing.com today as well. But these scammers are smart, right? They know what's coming. They know XRP is the best digital currency and asset out there on the planet. They know that the price action is going to probably see $10 to $15 in the next bull market, and they know that a price explosion is coming. So when hackers know that the price explosion is coming, they usually try to steal your XRP or try to steal your crypto. So the fact that all these scams are coming around lately for XRP is a good thing because we know that the price action is going to explode. And today was a good example of that. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly encourage you to check that out. There's a record number of XRP scams going on at the moment. But before we get to it, make sure to smash the like to help support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff, and you'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. Also, make sure to give Pow Group a follow on X, which is previously Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. So here's the news. Breaking: BlackRock allegedly registers Ishares XRP Trust product for an XRP Spot ETF. And again, this came after the fact that they applied for an Ethereum Spot ETF, and then the price on Ethereum skyrocketed. It was up around $2,100, and then about halfway away from its all-time high. And we know that they've been working on a Bitcoin ETF as well. So price exploded and then came right back down, so we went all the way up to about 75 cents. Again, this is allegedly, so we have to take it with a grain of salt, and most people are by the looks of the chart here. At the moment, price went up to around 75 cents on XRP, and then on XLM we went to about just under 14 cents. Now we're actually dropping back down to a lower low. So it is what it is, but just keep in mind that, it's allegedly, we want to see official confirmation, but I know it's easy to get excited and to get, when something happens, you get in the heat of the moment. But right now, whether, it happens in the next couple of months, in the next couple of years, there will be a spot Bitcoin. There will be a spot Ethereum ETF more than likely, and there will more than likely be a spot XRP ETF, right? So again, if this doesn't get confirmed over the next couple of weeks, months, years, it will happen at some point. And keep in mind that XRP is the only company with XRP with legal clarity in the US. You're smart to say allegedly. It's up and back down. Yeah, exactly. So right now, we'll go through the details here. So according to Breaking Information Summers, who previously reported that BlackRock had registered a registration in Delaware for the Ethereum Spot ETF, reported that the company this time registered the Ishares XRP Trust product for the XRP Spot ETF. So after the news, XRP price saw a sudden increase to 72 cents. It actually went to 75 cents. If you bring up the chart here, right at 75 cents. So this is looking real good. We're in a monthly uptrend as well. This chart's looking primed. I don't care if this is fake news. It's going to happen at some point. So whether or not it happens today, tomorrow, it's going to happen at some point. So it is not known whether BlackRock has actually applied for an XRP Spot ETF yet. As anyone can add application to Delaware's registration website. This is not investment advice. So again, regardless if it's true or not, it's going to be true at some point in the future, right? So just know that, when we see price explosions, it's easy to get excited. People go looking for news, but we'll want to see official confirmation from BlackRock as always. But again, I'm not worried at all. It's going to happen at some point soon. It's the only digital currency on the planet with legal clarity in the US, the biggest economy in the world. And we could still see a settlement with the SEC versus Ripple. And then there's even talks that their fine could be less than, it might even be zero because of the fact that everything in the case, the facts and circumstances, everything going their way. They've already had 3 wins in the case, right? It was deemed non-security. XRP was deemed not a security on secondary exchanges. And in and of itself, it's not a security. The SEC lost on its interlocutory appeal, which basically is just an expedited appeal process. And then they dropped the case, the charges against Brad and Chris with prejudice. So that's 3 now and then for Ripple, but we're still waiting on the institutional side of things. And then that could be the remedy section here. But again, I still think that we could see a settlement over the next, realistically, any day now, any week now. This chart is looking ready to go. We had a monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. We're in a monthly uptrend. Next key resistance is at 94 cents. And like I said, 75 cents. And we actually had price action resistance at 74 cents as well. If we go to the daily time frame, if we go back here, 73 cents, just under 74 cents, and we hit 75 cents and then pulling back. So 75 cents, then 85, then 94 on the daily time frame. But realistically, we have no weekly resistance up until 94 cents. And this could be one massive cup and handle here forming as well on the chart as we look for a massive end of year rally, in my opinion, and alt season. And XRP more than likely going to be the best performing alt in the next alt season. If we zoom out to the monthly time frame here as well, if we just do what Bitcoin and Ethereum did and we hit our 3.618 fib extension in the next bull market, that'll put us around $12. But I'm expecting $8 to $12 minimum in the next bull market. I think that's going to be very, very doable, and then potential for $15 to $20 on the high side. Like by far my biggest holding right now. Again, when you start to see these news articles, right, Bitcoin, Systemi, and you got price going up and coming back down, and it says allegedly, right, you need to be cautious. It's easy to get excited, but again, you don't need BlackRock to come in and say they're going to apply for an XRP Spot ETF to be excited. We already have the best news in the world, which is XRP is not a security in the courts, the law of the land. XRP is not a security, right? So that's the best news that we could ever need or want. There's enough to be excited about with XRP and what's going on with XRP. We don't need a spot Bitcoin ETF from BlackRock. We'll welcome it, but again, there's going to be multiple. There'll be BlackRock, there'll be Fidelity, there'll be VanEck, there'll be all sorts of spot ETFs for XRP, for more than likely for Ethereum, and more than likely for Bitcoin. But as we know, Bitcoin and Ethereum are prototypes, and they did not fulfill what they were set out to do. XRP is the best for payments and the only crypto with legal clarity in the US. Never forget that. So I definitely don't trust this news yet. I don't think so either. I mean, again, it will happen at some point, but there's enough to be excited about now that we don't need a spot Bitcoin ETF or XRP ETF to be approved right now. Like I said, not even Bitcoin has legal clarity in the US, not even Ethereum has legal clarity in the US, and there's even rumors sparking right now that the SEC could be going after Ethereum next. Whether or not that happens in a month, 6 months, 12 months, never, we don't know. But Ethereum definitely sold unregistered securities in their ICO. We know that for a fact, and we know that Ripple in the SEC versus Ripple case, anything that Ripple sold to institutional investors was deemed a security. And then Ethereum, look at all the disguised whales. That's literally a securities offering. So if Ethereum gets sued by the SEC, they will lose. Ripple got sued by the SEC, and they've already got three wins versus the SEC 0 wins. So XRP would be deemed not a security. I think Ethereum would be deemed a non-security as well, but Ripple engaged in fair conduct, and whether or not their institutional sales constituted, that was deemed as security. But they could still go to the Supreme Court as well. They could appeal the case at the end as well. So lots to be figured out with regards to the institutional side of things. But again, Ethereum definitely sold unregistered securities, and if they get sued by the SEC, they probably lose. So again, we don't need a spot XRP ETF to be excited. We have the best news that we could ever ask for, and we got from the courts confirmation that XRP is not a security, something that not even Bitcoin or Ethereum have. And as we know, XRP passed Ethereum in terms of market cap in 2018, and then that's when all the crypto influencers and everything started to shut it down. They removed it from Korean exchanges from the coin market cap data, right, just to mess with it. And then they had the lawsuit brought against them, right? It's just to slow them down, because they know XRP is the best. They know it's high-speed internet. They know Bitcoin's dial-up, and they know that Ethereum gas fees are a joke. And Ethereum's probably going to get sued by the SEC, and anything that they sold to those disguised whales, which probably JP Morgan. We know JP Morgan, these Wall Street crooks, are back behind Ethereum, and they've already paid multi-billions of dollars in fines to the government, because they've been spoofing gold and silver markets. So imagine what they're doing with Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it's, like I said, it's been proven that XRP is non-security. It's in the law of the land. And it's also been proven that Ethereum is backed by JP Morgan, right? So it's the true banker's coin. And again, there's enough to be excited right now. But we don't need BlackRock to come out with this news. We don't need that to be 100% true. We don't need that to be true to see price explosion going into the end of the year here. Like I said, we could see a settlement as well with the SEC versus Ripple. And ultimately, this is probably the bullish chart that I've seen in a long time. And if we take a look at the weekly time frame here, we're starting to go parabolic here on the stochastic and the MACD. We're well above the 10-week moving average. In terms of the weekly moving averages, this is the showstopper here. When we see that 50 weekly cross that 200 weekly, it's showtime. This price is going to absolutely explode, in my opinion, into April of next year. And then in terms of the daily time frame, we're seeing another golden cross. We had a golden cross, death cross, another death cross, golden cross. So this is probably the most bullish chart. I've challenged you to find another bullish chart right now other than XRP. And last time we had these weekly moving averages cross bullish, price went from 17 cents up to $2 before we had legal clarity. Then we had the bear cross of the 50 and the 200. We saw a nice massive price correction, and now we're seeing again that bull cross, with this time the only crypto with legal clarity in the US. XLM got wrecked hard with this pump and dump. XLM just broke bearish out of this triangle that holds since the peak at 80 cents. Fake out, in my opinion. Yeah, so it's unfortunate, and it's right in the headline, right? Allegedly. So it basically means we don't know for sure if this is true, right? So, and here we go. Bitcoin correcting, everything correcting now. So this news was just poor timed as well, and again, not 100% true. So again, it could be true. We don't know for sure yet. But Bitcoin seeing some correction here. And keep in mind, Bitcoin's due for a massive pullback, in my opinion. It'll be healthy, though. Look at the weekly time frame. We have no support all the way down to 26,541. So we could pull back from here. We could pull back and 15-20% and still be healthy. So we're also weekly overbought, so we're definitely due for a massive pullback here on Bitcoin, and that's going to be headwinds for XRP, right, and the rest of the sector. So like I said, it's easy to get excited. I was super excited when I seen this news, but again, you kind of have to bring yourself back down to reality. It says allegedly, and we didn't see anything official yet from BlackRock. But again, we don't need BlackRock to apply for an XRP ETF to be excited, because like I said, we have what every other crypto in the planet wants, and we have legal clarity in the US. XRP in and of itself is not a security. That is the end all be all that we need to know, right? And we already know what we hold. We know that we hold the best asset on the planet, and that's XRP. And then XLM built off of the XRP ledger, essentially, right? It's a copy of that code. Essentially, we know that Jed McCaleb was one of the co-creators of the XRP ledger and then left Ripple to go and create XLM. So if XRP is the law of the land, is it's not a security, XLM probably not a security either, right? Same thing with like FLR token, right? All these other projects that are built on the XRP ledger, right? Casino coin, all that stuff. So this is great to see. But yeah, XRP, XLM probably going to be the best performers in the next bull market. I would say XRP has the potential to be the best performer. Just checking in on the Power Group private community as well, see if there's any other news that just came out. Yeah, as soon as the price went up, as soon as the price spiked to 75 cents, I started looking for news, and then sure enough, that was the first thing that popped up. This is BlackRock. But yeah, we know that all of these spot ETFs are coming at some point soon for all the major cryptos. It's an inevitable outcome, in my opinion. And eventually you'll be able to buy these cryptos directly in your, registered retirement account, right? If you have a 401k, or if you have a TFSA or an RSP here in Canada, eventually, well, in Canada, you can buy a spot Bitcoin ETF here in Canada, right? And eventually it'll just be that easy for the US retail investors as well, or any kind of investors for that matter, to buy it, right? But like I said, chart is looking primed and ready to go. Mark my words, XRP is going to full send mode here over the next couple of months. Like, it's literally weeks away. We're going to see this thing at a couple bucks, $2 to $3 easily. And then, like I said, in the next bull market, I'm expecting $8 to $12 on the low end. And then on the high end, somewhere around potentially $15 to $20. But hope you had a great weekend going to end it there. Like I said, we'll continue to keep an eye out on this, but we have the best news that we could ever want and look for in crypto right now, and every other crypto wishes they had what XRP has, and that is legal clarity in the US, right? So there's enough to be excited about. We don't need BlackRock to come in, but it's going to happen. It's inevitable, in my opinion. Might not happen until the next bull market, though. But XRP likely going to see massive upside in the end of the year as well, with a potential settlement with the SEC and Ripple case. I still think that's the most likely scenario. And Ripple IPO into 2024, more than likely go live in 2025. That is going to be monumental as well. All right, hope you have a great night. Thanks again for joining us in the Pursuit of Wealth with Rob Power Group. See you in the next video.